Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about why every action you take has consequences. So listen, everything you choose to do in your life, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's partying, whether it's starting a business, whether it's networking, whether it's hooking up with girls, whether it's going for a walk outside, everything you do, when you really sit down and think about it for a second, has consequences. Now, those consequences can be either good or bad, right? Depending on what your goals are. But everything you do, from working out to partying to starting a business, basically everything you do has consequences, right? So, for example, if I choose to go for a weekend to party with my friends, if I choose to do that, that has consequences, right? So let's say, for example, my goal is to make $3,000, $4,000 every month online from an online business. Are those actions aligned with that goal? No, they're not, right? So if my actions aren't aligned with that goal, what am I doing, right? And so what are the consequences of partying, right? Me partying for those 3 days, that weekend. The consequences are I'm gonna have zero energy, I'm gonna be hungover, I'm gonna probably feel like shit for multiple days. I'm not gonna be completing my work, and if I'm doing my work, if I'm trying to do any sort of work, I'm not gonna be able to do it at 100% because my brain's foggy. I have like alcohol in my system that's toxic, right? I'm not able to do the work efficiently to reach the goal, right? And this is just like a random example, but you guys got to start thinking about what you do and the consequences it's going to have, right? Like it's just crazy. It's like, let's say, for example, you party like 3 days a week. You party Friday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? That's typically like the college lifestyle. If you have a goal to like make some gains in the gym, or like do well in school, or like start a business on the side, or like make extra money, do you really think you're going to be able to do that at 100% when you're partying 3 days a week? Probably not. You probably won't even be able to do that if you're partying once a week. So you got to think, like, in another example, let's say you're like smoking weed, right? Okay, you have to, before you even hit the blunt, before you even rip the bong, you have to literally in your mind come to the conclusion that for the next 5 hours, I am going to be completely useless. Now, there's some people that can smoke weed and do fine, but are they really the majority? Probably not. They're probably a small minority of people who smoke weed. The vast majority of people who smoke weed are not productive people. They are lazy. They are super lazy. They have no drive. They have no ambition. They lay down. They have munchies. They watch fucking The Simpsons. They play video games. Like, they're not productive people. They're lazy. They're slobs. They're bums. So I think, like, the people that currently live on this planet are very bad strategists. They're very bad at, like, looking at what they do and what the consequences are, right? Because you can do whatever you want. Like, God gave you free will. You can do whatever you choose. But God never said you can do anything and live you're not going to live your best life just by YOLOing, right? It's like, if you want to be financially free, or you want like a healthy body and like a lot of energy or whatever, it's like you sitting there like watching pornography, or you sitting there partying or hanging out with your friends all the time, like, that's not going to get you the results. That's not going to get you the life that is like great. That's not a way to a great life. That's a way to a sad, miserable, low energy. Quite honestly, I'd be angry if my life was like that. I'd be like living every day with anger, like, fuck, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think most people know that. They know that they're not doing what they should be doing. but that's what life is. It's like there's consequences to everything you do. And it's the same thing with like good habits, right? Like I kind of mentioned, you know, alcohol and pornography or smoking weed, but it's like same thing with like, you know, good habits, right? You work out. What are the consequences of you working out? Well, if you're doing it with good intensity and you're training and you're eating right, you're going to look good, you're going to feel better, have more energy to work, to be able to produce, right? What is a byproduct? What's a consequence of you getting sunlight, of you grounding, of you going for walks every day? Same thing, good health, better energy, mental clarity, better, you're just a happier individual. People want to be around you more, right? Etc. So everything we do has consequences. And a lot of people think that like I said, people just think you can just wing shit and be a good life, have a good life, be like happy or be disciplined. It's like, no, you're not. You're not. So this is just kind of like a quick reminder to really like, when you're about to like binge on like junk food or like just make a choice that isn't maybe not aligned with like your highest potential, let's say. Like maybe you're about to go to a party, maybe you're about to hook up with a girl, maybe you're about to just do something that's probably not aligned with your goals. Next time you're about to commit that choice and make a decision to indulge in those behaviors, I want you to think, what is this going to do for me within the next 48 hours to year? And here's the thing, a lot of the times with the bad habits, they're literally like, for example, I'll kind of give you like one last example here before I close out. When you're about to like release, you're watching the websites and you're about to release, you got to think to yourself, if I do this, it's going to be easier for me to do it tomorrow and the next day, and it's going to continuously get easier, or it's going to be easier for me to keep doing this habit, right? So if I continue to do this habit, what's going to happen? My testosterone is going to go down. I'm going to have low energy. My mental clarity is going to suck. I'm not going to be able to think and strategize and just do my work. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to work out with full intensity and have a great body. I'm not going to be able to be social and like just like enjoy socializing and having good conversations. I'm going to be dull. I'm going to be boring, just low energy, dead, right? Like and all of the above, basically. Like you're just there's just, when you think about it, there's no benefit to you committing that behavior. It's going to be easier for you to commit it tomorrow, and it just reinforces the same misery that you've been dealing with for months and years, ever since you started watching the websites, right? This is just an example again. But let's really, guys, like myself included, sometimes I'm super impulsive and I don't think before I do shit. Let's start really thinking about like, damn, what the hell what are the consequences of this behavior, right? Let's start thinking about that, right? Because there's too many times where it's like we do something and we don't realize how much we're losing just by doing that. You don't realize how much you're losing by 5 seconds of pleasure when you release to the websites. You're losing so much for the next 24 hours, right? You're just gonna feel dead. You're gonna feel weak, depressed, just unable to handle life, right? So yeah, guys, this is kind of like a quick reminder here to just really analyze like the decisions you make, because life really comes down to choices, right? I'm here where I'm at right now because of the choices I've made for the past 10 years, right? Same thing with you, right? So let's really like dissect what we're doing in our day-to-day lives, because it's very important. It's going to really determine where we go in the future and how our lives will look. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.